Are you ready to go 5 pounds down? Because we're gonna build, tone, and slim your body today with dumbbells. Grab yours and let's go. All right, beautiful bees, have your dumbbells completely out of the way and let's get moving and grooving with some arm circles and high knees. You guys, welcome to the workout. I'm Paula B. I'm your best middle-aged fitness friend, and around here we are all about making peace with your menopausal body by finding a healthy weight and moving through the world in ways that feel like love. And you guys, do you know what feels like love? Losing weight at our age with the 5-0 method, which every day we do 5 things that make you say, oh, I had no idea it could actually be this simple to lose weight over 50. Yes, every single day. We're going to eat the right number of calories, which is not necessarily less than you've been eating before. Every single day, we're going to drink the right amount of water, which is half your body weight in pounds in fluid ounces of water. Every single day, we're going to get the right amount of sleep, which means that we're going to bed at the same time every night, getting up at the same time every morning, and really, truly not worrying about how much of that is sleep, because sometimes it's not. We're going to do some arm crossers with booty kickers, really pretty much every single day, because of course we're going to exercise moderately every single day, which is almost definitely not more than you were doing before. And the most important thing of all, we're going to manage our minds by finding our thoughts and deciding if they're helpful. And my friends, the way that you know if a thought is helpful is if it feels good. A good feeling points you in a good direction. And today, in fact, I have a helpful thought that's very related to the 5 things we were just talking about. This is the right amount. You know, you probably do know. Have you noticed how your brain will offer you kind of constantly, this isn't enough, I'm not doing what I should be doing, there's something wrong, maybe I'm self-sabotaging, maybe I'm doing too much, maybe I'm doing too little, maybe there's something different that I should be doing. My friends, I highly encourage you to actually hear those thoughts. Let's go ahead and do some welcome to my homes, because welcome to Blossoms. Oh, she's about to fall asleep. Excuse me, I'll talk quieter. I won't. But welcome to Blossoms Home. Every single day my brain offers me chatter about the things I should be doing that I'm apparently not doing, and I remind myself very gently, very kindly, very nicely, without arguing, I just remind myself that this is the right amount. This is exactly what I plan to do, therefore this is what I am doing, and over time I will see the results that I'm getting and make a decision from there. This is the right amount. And my friends, oh, this might feel like a little too much today, by the way. So make sure that you have the right amount of weight for the kind of work that we're doing. Today is all strength all the time, my favorite kind of workout. Yes, I just said it was my favorite kind of workout. We are doing long intervals, 70 seconds of intervals, as a matter of fact, which is why I'm nice and gentle with this warm-up. Pick a weight that's gonna feel moderate the whole time, because it's all strength, no rest, just sinking in and thinking about excellent form. I can't wait. So let's get started. Hey, we're starting off with something new that I call snow angels. Here's what it looks like. We're starting with our hands down, feet about hip width apart, palms facing out. We're gonna make a snow angel. Yeah, literally. I started with that one really specifically on purpose so that you can decide whether or not you have the right amount of weights. My friends, there is no shame in the weight dropping game, because this is meant to be moderate. We're not trying to lift heavy. We're not trying to go hard. We're not trying to do more. What we're doing is we're building muscles. We're toning our muscles. We're slimming our body, because muscle does not weigh more than fat, my friends. I get asked this question all the time. Actually, no, I don't get asked that question. I get told, as though it's a statement of fact, that muscle weighs more than fat. No, it does not. Muscle is just different from fat. A pound of feathers is a pound of lead, is a pound of muscle, is a pound of fat. A pound is a pound is a pound. By the way, when it beeps again, we're gonna be doing sumo squats. We're gonna get to have our hands down. I want you to think about doing something moderately every single day means that you are actually getting more work in over time than if you were going super, super hard and needed 3 days to recover from it because you were super, super sore. When we do consistent work, it is actually better for us over time. And always thinking about being moderate. Here we go with sumo squats. Feet almost uncomfortably wide, toes pointed out. Shoulders get to relax for this one. This is all lower body and booty and really some inner thighs here. Really thinking about excellent form, pushing your hips back before we come down. Really thinking about having your chest out, your shoulders back, your core in. Only getting down as far as you can go. If it starts to feel uncomfortable, stop going down. That's really just, it's kind of a really good rule for life. If it doesn't feel good, go ahead and stop and think about what's going on. Now, there is a certain amount of, I'm going to call it discomfort, that comes from working your muscles like this, doing strength work, but it should never, ever, ever feel like pain. If it feels like pain, we absolutely stop. If it feels like discomfort, go ahead and go maybe a little bit more shallow, a little bit lighter on weights. When it beeps again, we're going to be doing 3-point crunches. We've got plenty of time. Plenty of time today. You notice that I am not going fast at all. I'm not even trying to hurry through this. This workout, honestly, is a gift to myself today. I have been going for quite some time, several days in a row, late nights, early mornings. Here we go with 3-point crunches, hands on your shoulders, elbows out nice and wide until we bring them down to crunch in the middle with one high knee at a time. Take your time, really spreading those shoulders out, or spreading your elbows out rather, and really squeezing from your shoulders is the hidden part of this exercise. Yes, 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 of course it's abs, absolutely, but it's also back and shoulders by having those weights in your hands. Making sure that you're breathing, my friends. Speaking of go, go, go. Yeah, my mouth is go, go, going. Yes, this is how it's been in my life for the last several days in a row. I don't mind having one busy day at a time, but like 4 of them, and about to stack up 2 more on top of that. So 6 days in a row feels kind of like a lot. So today, this is my gift to myself in the middle of my day to just build some muscle, tone my muscles, build my bone density, think about my form, really relax into a beautiful workout. When it beeps again, we're doing umbrella openers. Thank you again to my friend who gave me that wonderful exercise name. It's a front raise, side raise with a side kick all at once. 3 points of your body going in 3 different directions. Really thinking about pulling in your core, taking your time. This is balance work. This is strength work. This is brain body work, my friends. It is, okay, easier? No, not always easier. For some of us, it is easier to just move fast. It actually is always easier to move fast in terms of your balance. Like the faster you are moving, up to a certain point, obviously, until you're running, because sometimes I fall when I'm running, but up to a certain point, moving quickly can help you kind of disguise the fact that maybe your balance isn't amazing. When we move really slowly like this, when your foot's off the ground for, I mean, what is this? 3 to 5 seconds, you feel it very differently. You feel that work coming all the way up into your abs, into your glutes, pull that core in, still breathing. This is a mini circuit, by the way. We're going to start again here when it beeps with snow angels. We've got these 4 exercises that we're doing 2 times in a row, and then I've got another little mini circuit after this. Just the 2 mini circuits that we are doing 2 times each. It's a little 2x2 Noah's Ark kind of workout today. So go ahead and find a nice comfortable stance, pull in that core, palms facing out. They face out the entire time. You notice that once you have your palms facing out, several things that you might notice. First of all, is that really brings the work right into the middle of your back. It also really has your shoulder at an angle that might not feel amazingly comfortable. If you need to rotate your hands, please do. And if you need to drop your weights, please do. There's nothing good that comes from pushing yourself too hard. Too hard is too bad. What I mean by that is that the harder you work, the harder it is actually to lose weight. And I know that some of us, well, in fact, there's lots of us that are chasing like health goals in addition to weight loss, or maybe instead of weight loss. And here's what I want you to know about chasing health goals instead of or in addition to. Moderation is still a good way to go. My friends, there is no downside to working out moderately. Like literally, there is none. You will still build muscle, you will still tone your body, you will still build bone density, you will still make strength and health gains from moderate weights over time. Here we go with those sumo squats. Bring those weights down nice and gently. Feet a little bit wider than feels like you want to. And here we go, squatting it down. Head up, chest out. Pretend like if you've got something written on your shirt that you'd be able to read it across the room in the mirror. That's how far back your shoulders should be and how much you are not hunching forward. If that means that you're not going down as far, that's totally okay. You guys never, ever, ever have to do exactly what I am doing. In fact, if sumo squats in general don't feel good, help yourself to some kicks instead. Any kind of work that feels good to you, that is moderate for you, that is not injuring you, it's work and it's working and it's the right amount. my friends. Moderation is a beautiful gift that you give to yourself. It is not, well, okay, sometimes it is holding yourself back. Sometimes it is. And that is the gift that you are giving to yourself. That is the gift that I'm giving to myself. I could lift heavier. Sometimes I really want to lift heavier. When it beeps again, by the way, we're doing those 3-point crunches. And then sometimes I do lift heavier and then I don't like it. I don't like the way it feels afterwards. 3-point crunches means that we've got our hands on our shoulders, elbows wide, elbows close, bringing those 2 elbows into one high knee at a time. Oh my gosh. This one we are crunching forward, so really thinking about crunching from all 3 directions, both shoulders or both elbows rather coming in. Why don't I know the difference between my elbows and my shoulders? I don't know. There's a song that I used to sing about it all the time. Actually, no. I'm thinking, I was a preschool teacher, just in case you didn't know that, just in case I haven't mentioned that recently. It's been a good number of years. In fact, it's 2022 right now when I'm filming this, and I stopped teaching preschool in 2009? Oh my gosh, yeah, my first graduating class, my youngest son was in my first graduating class, and he's about to graduate from college, so yes, it's been a while since I've been a preschool teacher. When it beeps again, we're doing those umbrella openers for the second and final time. But there's a song, this is where I was going with this, the head, shoulders, knees, and toes. So I should know my shoulders, and maybe that's why I always talk about my shoulders instead of my elbows. I don't know. Umbrella openers. Let me think about this really hard. One leg going out to one side while the opposite arm is heading out to the opposite side, and then one arm flinging out in front of you. Not flinging at all, my friends. We are moving with care. We are moving with precision. We are moving with core strength. Here's the thing about opening up an umbrella like this. You know where you open up the umbrella from? You know where the power comes from? The part you're holding on to, the pole in the center, your core. Having this work come from your abdominal and gluteal area, that means your abs and your belly and your butt, that is where our power is, my friends, when it beeps again. Hey, when it beeps again, oh, we get to do something that is probably gonna make you wanna drop your weights. We're gonna be doing peekaboo side kicks. So side kicking, just like this, actually, it's just your arms that are gonna be doing something different. A peekaboo is where we have our elbows at shoulder height. And we start with our elbows out wide. We move our elbows close together, squeezing in the middle, and then we open them up wide again, as though we are playing peekaboo with our elbows, which most of us did not, as a matter of fact. But anyways, here we go. Peekaboo side kick. Sometimes we do peekaboo high knees. Help yourself to that one if you'd like to. In fact, I'm not sure why I didn't. I don't know, maybe I was just in a side kicking kind of mood today. I've got a lot of inner and outer thighs going on today, as I sometimes do. Oh, making sure you're breathing through this one. You ready to drop your weights yet? Help yourself, my friend. There is nothing, I'll say it again, nothing to be gained from injuring yourself. When you lift too heavy for good form, first of all, you're gonna have to recover for like a couple of days. Please do recover for a couple of days. If you find yourself feeling like really sore tomorrow, this was a little bit past your moderate. That's completely okay. Take tomorrow down a notch. In fact, I happen to know because I just created these workouts today. Like I wrote them all down and kind of had them all fleshed out in my mind. By the way, when it beeps again, we're doing bent over flies. Gonna be bent over in like a half of a deadlifty sort of a position. And then we're going to fly our arms out to the side. So we're going from using the tops of our shoulders to the middle of our back. You're doing such a good job. This is the longest interval in the world. Am I right? I know. Core in, nice and tight. Feet a little bit wider than hip width apart if that feels comfortable for you. Push your hips back and out we go with some flies. Really only bringing your arms up as wide as you can. That might not be as far as I am. I've been doing this for a while. My middle back is actually really strong. Those big back muscles that you can see so beautifully in swimmers, they're called your latissimus dorsi. They are some of the biggest, longest muscles in your body, and they are responsible for all kinds of movements. They also attach into, they attach into your lower back, and they also attach into your obliques, which is how we do any kind of twisting motion. So really thinking about pulling from the middle of your back rather than your lower back is going to be very important here. When we're doing any kind of movement, I'm always concerned about your lower back volunteering. This is why I mention to you very frequently to pull in your core. When your abs in front are doing their job, your lower back in the back doesn't have to do more work than is necessary. When it beeps again, we're doing a high curl, high knees. Oh my, this circuit's lots of fun, isn't it? Elbows out nice and wide, a high curl with one high knee at a time. Have your elbows whatever height feels good to you. Mine are not quite shoulder height because I can really feel the fatigue in my arms, and I'd like to be able to finish this workout. I might drop down to my lower weights. I feel very good right now, and I happen to know that the next one is twisting step backs, which is not another arm motion. I did do that one on purpose. Threw myself a bone on this one because we really do have 3 very arm and shoulder and middle back exercises here. Here's the thing about your lower back. Your lower back is a helper muscle, as so many muscles are. We've got prime movers, which generally speaking are going to be your larger muscles, things like your abdominals, your gluteals, your pectorals in your chest, your latissimus dorsi in your back, your quadriceps and hamstrings, which are actually groups of muscles. They're not like singletons, but they're the ones doing like almost all the work in our lives. When it beeps again, like I said, we're doing twisting step backs. It's exactly what it sounds like. We're gonna step back, whatever feels comfortable to you, and we're just gonna twist from one side and then back to the center. So arms wherever feels comfortable, thank goodness. Big step back and then twist away from it. I'm gonna really take my time here for several reasons. Number one is that this is all strength all the time. I'd really like to focus on form. I also would really like to think about my balance in this position. This one is traditionally a little bit difficult for me, stepping back or stepping forward, and then twisting on top of it feels like a really big challenge to my balance. So I'm gonna take my time to really work on my balance rather than trying to move quickly through this and maybe stumble, maybe fall, maybe, tumble over to one direction. I'd like to actually do this in a way that feels successful so that my body can learn how to do this motion successfully. You guys, this was everything in our second little mini circuit. So when it beeps again, I'm gonna go ahead and relax my arms in preparation for it. We're doing those peekaboo side kicks for the second and final time. Oh my goodness. Really making sure that you are breathing, taking your time with this. This is the gift that you give yourself, and this is the right amount. Here we go, hands up, elbows at shoulder height. Peekaboo. We're thinking about squeezing our elbows together as close together as you can. I know for lots of you, I've gotten asked this question numerous times. If you are well endowed, this might be especially difficult to bring your elbows all the way together. I am not well endowed in the least amount, and it's still difficult to bring my elbows together. Bring your elbows wherever you can. Doing this work in a way that works for you means that you're not injuring yourself, you're not burning yourself out. You're really giving yourself the grace to be exactly where you are, exactly as strong as you are, exactly the right amount of where you are is where you are. There's no reason to argue with that. If you are going empty-handed today, if this is the first time that you've done a slow moving, really focused on form kind of workout, if this just feels awkward and difficult and hard and not much fun, that is actually the right amount of difficulty for you, for right now. This is where we are, and here we go with bent over flies, and it's not where we're gonna be forever. Feet about hip width apart, pull in your core, push your booty back, find something to look at. For me, I'm actually looking at Blossom in my peripheral vision, and then of course looking at you in the camera. She could not possibly care less about today's workout. Blossom really has this moderation thing down. She is good at taking it down a notch. Sweet girl. Actually, she is really good at taking it down a notch. When I started getting older and I could feel that I didn't want to be doing the kind of distance on my walks and runs. I could feel that I didn't want to be doing as much exercise, and yet I really did want to be doing as much exercise or more than I used to do before. I had goals, I had things I wanted to do. Blossom had absolutely no compunctions about asking for shorter walks. As she started getting older, we used to go for longer walks. Now we quite literally walk up the block and back. That's all we do anymore. She's 14 and a half. So she just stopped walking. She would just sit down, be like, nope, no more. I really admire that about her. Here we go with the high curl, high knees. Because for me, I had a lot of mental drama about slowing down. I had a lot of mental drama about doing less than I used to do. And Blossom has been a great teacher in that sense, that she's like, no, my body doesn't like this anymore. Stop walking so fast. Stop walking so far. She still happily goes for a walk. She wags her tail. She's very happy to put the leash on, but she knows exactly where we turn around. And I have no doubt in my mind that when that walk becomes too long, she'll let me know then too. She'll let me know when her body says, no, thank you. This was just the right amount. If only it were that easy to listen to our bodies when they say that this is the right amount. This is why your brain has to hear those words over and over on repeat on purpose, so that you can actually be doing the right amount. You guys, when it beeps again, we're doing those twisting step backs for the second and final time. Oh my goodness, what a good job you have done. Feel free, if your weights are heavy, well, we're gonna put them down right now anyways. Thank goodness, huh? Step back, twist away from it. So into the whatever knee is forward, that is the direction that you are twisting. Really taking your time, keeping your hips, and this is the thing, this is actually why we do twisting step backs in case you've ever wondered. Because if you are twisting when you are just standing still, for me personally, when I am twisting, when I am standing still, my hips always want to go. By having your hips stabilized like this, by trying to balance between your two split stance feet, your hips basically have to stay forward, or at least much more so than they might otherwise. And that means that this work really is coming from your abs and obliques. It really is coming from your girdle muscles. Is that how we lose belly fat? No way. Absolutely not. That is how we make our muscles stronger, my friends. Muscles are muscles. Fat is fat. The two really don't have a lot to do with one another. Yes, the more muscle you have, the more calories you are burning every day. Muscles are metabolically active, meaning that they require energy. Doesn't necessarily mean you're burning fat. And just because you're muscular in one area, oh, by the way, we're done, but we're not finished. Gonna do some side balance press-ups, my friend. Relax your arms. We're gonna balance to one side. As we balance over here, we're pressing up with that dumbbell. Nice job. And then come down. We've got plenty of time for this. Take your time. We're not trying to do a million of them. I tell you what though, I probably am going to see if I can do the same amount on each side. I rarely think about that, but this one really specifically, well, we'll see. We'll see. I know that I started on my left foot. We'll see if I end on my right. My friends, being strong has nothing to do with whether or not you are burning fat. The way that we ask our bodies to burn fat is by being in that slight caloric deficit over time. Time is how we lose fat, how we burn fat. Eating the right amount of calories, not too little, not too much. Letting your body do exactly what your body is going to do with the inputs that we give it. We can get stronger, we can build muscles, we can change the shape of our body. That was my left foot. I am going to do one more on my right. Here we go. I had plenty of time for that. Okay, that, my friends, was everything. That really was. That was everything. That was amazing. You did such a great job. Let's cool that down, shall we? Yes, we're gonna put our hands back over our heads. Nice and gentle, nice and easy. Some big arm circles here while we're just tapping it out. I know we didn't move very fast today. I got very sweaty. Some of that is it's warm in my house, but some of that was a good effort. That was the right amount of effort for me today, and it felt so good to take it at this pace and get strong. Sometimes when we're moving fast, we're just moving fast. We're actually depleting our strength sometimes when we're just going. Slowing it down like this. This was just the right amount of work, the right amount of everything today. Open it up. And close it up. Give yourself a hug and a great big pat on your back. My sweaty back, my strong back, my friends. Oh, my friends. Absolutely thrilled with your effort today. Make sure that you feel good about doing the right amount of work for you, because over time, everything that we do adds up or subtracts. for losing weight. You guys, thank you so much for working out with me today. Make sure that you subscribe before you go, and I'll see you tomorrow.